So if you're like me, you watch your little one during the day and you want to make the perfect lunch for your toddler, I'm going to tell you how. Hi, I'm Timothy Sands, and this is Fashionable Father. If you're one of the lucky first 200 subscribers, welcome back. If you are new here, subscribe if you're so inclined. We have videos about fashion, we have videos about fatherhood, and today we are in the kitchen because we have videos about what we're going to feed our toddler during lunch. So when Arthur started eating solid foods, I was completely responsible for lunch, most of the times dinner as well. But lunch was my thing, and I wanted to be super awesome at it. But what I realized I was doing was making two. I was making a meal for myself, like a sandwich, turkey sandwich or something, and then also making another whole meal for my little guy. And it got really tedious and annoying. So I figured I'd start looking into a solution. Also, I was really worried about making sure he was getting all the food that he was supposed to get, especially his veggies, right? So I needed a solution to make sure that my little guy was getting all the healthy stuff that he needed to get. And I wanted it to be easy. I wanted it to be efficient, guy stuff, no fluff. All right, so what came to the rescue? Vitamix. I know those things are expensive, but they are absolutely worth it. I had been using a Vitamix for a few years, kind of off and on, and then we started making like actual baby food for him with the Vitamix. And then I thought, man, this is super healthy. Why don't I just make this on a regular? So now I make a big smoothie for him and me, and we eat that for lunch. It's actually perfect. I can get him all his veggies. I can get him some fruit. I can even get him some almonds. It really works out. So when I go to make a smoothie, I know that I need four things. I need a sweetener, I need some greens, and I need some seeds and almonds. And of course, whatever liquid I put in. A lot of times I stay away from any fruit juice because I feel like there's way too much sugar in that. So I usually do water or coconut water. As far as my fruits, I usually do like two of those, a banana and an apple. You also can mix that up. And then for greens, I usually try to do spinach or kale and some celery, and then throw some avocado in. I don't know if that's really not a leafy green, but it's obviously green. So I'm putting it in the same category. And then I do some seeds. I usually do some chia seeds and throw a little water with the chia seeds just to thicken them up a little bit. You don't have to do that. Also, I do almonds. And of course, this can all be mixed up with many different things. You can get really creative with it. Those are the four main things that I need to partly make it just appetizing for Arthur and myself, and get all the healthy nutrients in there as much as possible. Sometimes there's a little bit of hate for smoothies, and so I'm going to dispel some of those rumors. But first, let's make this bad boy, huh? I make my smoothie for Arthur, and then I got into this habit of taking it to work, so I just put it in the fridge. Someone right away told me that, hey, you have to eat that within a half hour or all the nutrients are gone. I completely disagree with that. Now, okay, I shouldn't say I completely disagree with that. Yes, nutrients go away. That doesn't taste near as fresh if you put it in the fridge and you eat it later. However, you can go down that rabbit hole as soon as you pick a veggie off of a vine or a plant or whatever. It starts to lose its nutrients. It sits on a truck, it loses even more nutrients. So if you want to be a perfect eater, it's nearly impossible in our society today unless you're literally have a farm in your backyard. So don't worry too much about that. If it's convenient for you to make a smoothie and store it and eat it later, run with it. You're already doing much more than most as far as getting your vegetables in you. Yes, I try to eat mine as right away as possible, but sometimes if you can't, you can't. And it doesn't mean it's that much worse for you. As long as you're not, shoving burgers and fries into you every single day, right? Another one is, will it fill you up? I have to admit, no, absolutely not. And I don't think you should make enough smoothie to fill you up because I think that starts to become high in calorie content. And that's the other rub. Do smoothies help you lose weight? It all depends, and you have to count the calories that you're putting into a smoothie. Just because you're grinding it up and it's not filling you up doesn't mean there's not a lot of calories in there. So be careful with smoothies as far as losing your weight or losing weight. And I don't think that you should use a smoothie to lose weight. I think you should use a smoothie to get as much nutrients in you as possible. And if you are feeling like you're eating too much or you're not losing weight, look at how much you're putting into your smoothie. Arthur, I have to admit, I say it's a perfect lunch. Maybe not absolutely perfect because sometimes I do make him a sandwich or we have this Dr. Prager's that we get from the grocery store, which I love. It's fantastic. You heat it up in the toaster oven and it's a high vegetable content, usually mixed with a potato base. But those Dr. Prager's things, if you have them in your grocery store, are fantastic, and he loves those. So yes, sometimes I have to add stuff to his lunch unless he's been snacking before the lunch. But no, it's not exactly going to fill you up all the time, especially if you're using it for that. I think this is the perfect lunch for your toddler. Tell me in the comments if you make smoothies, what do you put in your smoothie? Tell me in the comments below if you think I should be doing something different with my smoothie. I wouldn't mind hearing that. And also what your opinions are on the smoothies, right? Like, do you think that smoothies are great and meal replacements, or do you think that they can be kind of a dangerous substitute? And sometimes, yes, too much sugars can get into a smoothie very easily, and you have to be careful about that, right? Anyways, thanks for joining me on this quick video this week. My name is Timothy Sands. This is my story of fashion and fatherhood. Like this video because smoothies are amazing and great for your toddler. And, subscribe if you're so inclined. See you on the flip side. Mwah.
Yes.
What is this?
Yes.
What is it?
So dog stopping now. So dog stopping now.